fight his way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Yeah! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. 43! They put Kelsey in motion. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelsey. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
15. On second down, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
Hey, 43.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll swing that out wide. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. To the air again, Hurts. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Hey, 43. Eye on these two. Eye on these two. Yellow. Right side.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
15. Come back. Here we go, 15. Right side.
Mahomes back. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And the Eagles will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Great.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. To the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
His kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Chiefs 13.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to...
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down.
Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color. Right side.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
Second and 1 at their 49-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Hopkins sent in motion. On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Yellow. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be back up now to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Riblin.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
15.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed.
And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hurts working in the pistol. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, cover.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
35, Chiefs 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
15. Line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
To the outside, catch made by Brown. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now, Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw again. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Now 2nd and 19.
Attack.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one a bit high, but it's complete. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the 1st down.
Yellow.
One last shot now for Mahomes. The pressure too much, and he goes down. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way, forced 4 turnovers in the game. That is hard to overcome historically for any team. That held true again here today, as those takeaways pave the way to victory.